Sahaj Vidhi www.sahajvidhi.in Question 1, 7. C. The precautionary principle and the polluter pays principle are essential principles of the sustainable development that explain both the principles and also their contribution in sustainable development referring to relevant case laws. Model answer. The precautionary principle and the polluter pays principle are two foundational pillars of environmental law and sustainable development, widely recognized and applied globally, including in India, aim to integrate environmental protection with economic development, ensuring that present needs are met without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. +1. The precautionary principle. Explanation. This principle dictates that where there are threats of serious or irreversible damage to the environment, lack of full scientific certainty shall not be used as a reason for postponing cost-effective measures to prevent environmental degradation. In simpler terms, it advocates for taking anticipatory action to prevent environmental harm. Even when scientific evidence of the harm is not conclusive, the burden of proof often shifts to the proponent of an activity to demonstrate that it will not cause significant harm. Contribution to sustainable development. The precautionary principle is crucial for sustainable development because it promotes proactive environmental management rather than reactive damage control. It encourages decision makers to err on the side of caution, preventing irreversible environmental damage that could undermine long-term sustainability. By requiring environmental impact assessments and considering alternatives, it ensures that development projects are planned with future environmental integrity in mind. Relevant case laws. The Law Citizens Welfare Forum v. Union of India. 1996. The Supreme Court of India explicitly recognized and incorporated the precautionary principle as an essential feature of sustainable development in Indian environmental law. The court held that the principle is part of the environmental law of the country and that the absence of scientific certainty should not be a reason for postponing measures to prevent environmental degradation. Mehta v. Union of India, Taj Trapezium case, 1997. While primarily focusing on pollution control, the underlying spirit of preventing irreversible damage to the Taj Mahal due to industrial emissions reflects the precautionary approach. 2. The polluter pays principle. Explanation. This principle states that the costs of preventing and controlling pollution and the costs of environmental damage should be borne by those who cause the pollution. It aims to internalize the environmental costs associated with economic activities, ensuring that polluters are held accountable for the externalities create. This includes costs for remediation, restoration, and compensation for damages. Contribution to sustainable development. The polluter principle is vital for sustainable development as it provides an economic incentive for industries and individuals to adopt cleaner technologies and practices. By making polluters financially responsible, it discourages pollution, promotes resource efficiency, and ensures that the burden of environmental clean-up does not fall solely on the public or future generations. It fosters a sense of responsibility and accountability, aligning economic activities with environmental protection goals. Relevant case laws. The Law Citizens Welfare Forum v. Union of India, 1996. The Supreme Court, in this landmark judgment, also affirmed the polluter pays principle as a fundamental aspect of sustainable development. It held that the polluter is liable to pay not only for the costs of restoration of the damaged environment but also for the compensation to victims of pollution. Indian Council for Enviro. Legal Action v. Union of India, Bitri Village case, 1996. This case involved severe groundwater pollution by chemical industries. The Supreme Court applied the polluter pays principle, holding the polluting industry strictly liable for the environmental damage and ordering them to pay for the remediation of the affected area. In conclusion, both the precautionary principle and the polluter principle are indispensable for achieving sustainable development. The former ensures that environmental protection is prioritized even in the face of scientific uncertainty, preventing future harm, while the latter ensures accountability and financial responsibility for environmental degradation, promoting cleaner practices. Together, form a robust legal and ethical framework for balancing development with environmental preservation. Please visit our website www.sahajvidhi.in for more content. They pays plus pays they.